Hi, my name is Gurmeet. I am the Head of Financial Education, Training and Capability Development for WealthTrade Malaysia. Today I am going to forecast on the gold trend based on fundamental analysis and also technical analysis. Firstly, as we can see that the world equities has basically rise, and we can see that the US Treasury yield has actually dropped as well for the 10 years and also the 2 years consecutively. And this was after the minutes of Fed, which has actually said that they would actually reduce their interest rate in December. Secondly, as we can see, the new jobless claims for last week came slightly higher than expected, which was actually at 240,000 versus the forecast, which was about 225,000. Thirdly, as we can see, the revised UoM Consumer Sentiment is at 56.8 compared to 55, which is being forecasted previously. Currently, as we can see, it is still following the trend from yesterday, which is bullish. The fundamental range that we are looking at is between 1739.87 to 1742.31. Going to the technical analysis, I would take you to the investing.com. As we are able to see here at the investing.com, at the daily, we can see that we have 3 support points and we have 3 resistance points based on Fibonacci. As we can see, our first support point that we have at the daily is 1734.89. Our support 2 that we have is 1728.89, and our support 3 is 1719.16. And for our resistance 1, we have 1754.35. For our resistance 2, we have 1760.35. And our resistance 3, we have 1770.08. And our pivot point would be at 1744.52. These are all the resistance, the support and also the pivot point in the Fibonacci. What we will have to do firstly is that we will have to look at our technical indicator. As we can see at the daily, our technical indicator is basically showing us a strong buy. And we will have to check with our other 2 time frames, which is the weekly and also monthly. As we can see over here for the weekly, we also have our technical indicators, which is actually showing us a buy, and monthly is basically showing us a strong sell. And this is all based on all the technical indicators which is listed here in the investing.com. What I would do nextly is that I would like to have more confirmation regarding on my trend. I would use linear regression, and thus I would like to know what would be the trend. And as we can see here, firstly we will always check at the 3 time frames for the linear regression, which is the daily, weekly and also monthly. As we are able to see here, for the daily we have our linear regression to show us a downtrend. We have to check with our weekly and also our monthly as well. As we can see, for our weekly we have a slight downtrend as well. And if we can go for our monthly, we would be able to see that we have a uptrend. As this, we can see that we do not have much confirmation regarding on the trend. What we could do is that we could use another strategy tester, which is known as the Bollinger Band strategy tester and also RSI strategy tester. It is important to ensure that you have 50% for the percent profitable for both RSI strategy tester and also Bollinger Band strategy tester for all the time frames. So as we can see here, we would firstly go with the daily. As we can see here for the daily, based on the Bollinger Band strategy tester, we have about 64.57%, and for the weekly we have about 56.76%, and for the monthly we have about 40%, which do not actually meet the requirement of the percent profitable to be above 50%. Thus, we can't actually look at the monthly time frame. However, we can have to check with the RSI strategy tester. As we can go with our RSI strategy tester, we would check at the daily back, which we will get about 66.67%, and for our weekly we would have about 56.25%, and for our monthly is about 0%. As we know previously, for the Bollinger Band strategy tester, for the monthly was about 40%, and for the RSI strategy is about 0%. it does not meet the requirement for us to actually follow our monthly time frame. Thus, as we can see, there is a slight contradiction here. As we can see, the technical indicator at the daily is basically showing us more towards the buy, and as we can see over here in our percent profitable and based on our linear regression, it is actually showing us more towards the downtrend. As we know that our fundamental analysis is basically showing us more towards bullish, which means that we will definitely support more towards our fundamental analysis, which means that we will actually go towards our support point at the daily, which will bring us about 1734.89, which would be the entry point, and the pivot point, which would be 1744.62, would be the take profit, and we can take our stop loss at 1728.89. So this is where actually we can consider actually going for our entry, our take profit, and also our stop loss based on getting our fundamental analysis and also our technical analysis to be aligned. And it's important to ensure that this will actually bring to the range of the fundamental that we have actually said just now. If there is any further information that you need, kindly contact me, Gurmeet. May you have a wonderful day.